How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews. Back to yet another review. A little bit of Quadruple, dry hopped IPA. Hopeful goodness in the form of Monday Night Brewing's Don't Call It Hotlanta. Monday Night, never heard of them. Never heard of them. Dan from Two Oceans Brewing out of actually Panama sent me one of their beers and immediately started getting boxes from the brewery itself. No correlation, just randomness. And I know other beer reviewers out there, beer tubers and stuff like that, have been getting stuff from them. But they sent me two barrel-aged beers to kick it off, and I was quite impressed. Then they sent me something else. I did the last one they sent me. I'll probably put it up at the same time I put up this review. Was their Space Lettuce, I think it was what it was called. And it was an IPA, double IPA. It was okay. It was just a little bit too disjointed for me. But I literally just got this one in the mail today. So I figured I'd review this, pop those two off at the same time as far as you guys are concerned. So let's dive into it. As far as what it says on here, it says, don't call it a Hotlanta. It's a quadruple dry hopped IPA. Dank tropical hazy. Done and done. Let's see, this was Best by 8/26, 2018. So I guess they're putting 3 months on it, because it's not the 26th of May right now. So they're probably putting 4 months on it. Yeah, because it's May. What the hell's today's date? I actually don't know. No, it's not even close to 26. I'd be married. I'd be on my honeymoon by then. Yeah, anyway. So you're looking at about 4 months, so it's probably less than a month old. Label-wise, I actually like it. They do pretty much the bow tie thing across their whole line as far as art design and stuff like that. Don't call it Hotlanta. They sent me this big sheet about how if you live in Atlanta, or if you come to Atlanta, don't call it Hotlanta because everybody hates that, yada, yada. I don't look at the info sheets because I don't want any kind of influence. I just want to kind of go into the beer straight. Now, the whole quadruple dry hop thing, that is whatever you want to call it. Is it actual something? I don't know. One of my favorite podcasts is Steal This Beer. And actually, it's John Hall from All About Beer magazine and Augie Carton from Carton Brewing, and they kind of go through the whole double dry hop kind of thing. It doesn't really make sense because it's like, is it quadruple the amount of hops you normally put in, which would, if it was aggressively hopped to begin with, wouldn't make much sense, or are you taking the exact same amount of hops that you normally put in and putting it 4 different times? Like, doesn't make any sense. But catchwords and catchphrases sell well. So anyway, label art, it's okay. Let's dive into it. That is not a dirty glass. That is called humidity, fellas. Oddly enough, I did not wash this glass either. It was clean, mind you, but just how humid it is outside. You can probably see this little life-saving fan over my shoulder here. I decided to do some outdoor reviews, and it just rained, and it's so humid it's not even funny. So, yeah. That's a humid glass. So what we do is go like this so you guys can see the beer. And so I can see the beer. What do we have here? Soft haziness. Rich golden glow. Bit darker than what you'd expect out of like a lot of the dank tropical hazy beers, as they would put it here on the side nowadays. But it's got a soft taste to it. Nothing crazy and definitely green light through it. And, just maybe like, a quarter of a pinky finger of just an edge of a head dissipated pretty quickly. So it looks like an old school kind of IPA. See what the nose has. A little sniffles, little allergies, but I can still smell. So it has the dankness. It does have that bit of smoke and weediness. A little Poland weed, a little tomato stocky, but more like smoke and weediness. A touch of honey malt, maybe? Something like that floating around in there. That's pretty much it. There's a sweetness there, but it's very distinct. It's very separate. And that's kind of what I got from their kind of Space Lettuce, was a disconnect between the sweetness and the hops. It was like they're very two distinct paths inside the beer. They weren't kind of melded together. I'm not saying that's the way it is here, but it's very distinct the way the hops are coming off. Very kind of pinpoint sharp, not much as far as fatness or wideness or any kind of density to it. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay, definitely bitter. Definitely resinous dankiness all over this thing. There's a nice kind of melon, tropical fruit, slight tropical fruity sweetness. Definitely well below that sticky, icky, resinous dankness. It's very kind of old school in the way it's coming off. The malts are kind of propping it up as more of a sticky, icky thing as opposed to a fatty, kind of wide, kind of fluffy, kind of creamy kind of thing. So that kind of dank, okay. Tropical, yeah. Hazy, not so much. But still tasty. Definitely old school with a dash of new. The body leaves a bit to be desired. Normally I'd be like, not a big deal. I kind of like where it sits, but they're actually promoting the whole hazy thing on the can. So it's not, you kind of hand in hand, you get mouthfeel and hazy. That's kind of what I'm putting out there. So when you say something's hazy, you're talking about big, fluffy, creamy, dense kind of beer. Not really getting that here. So while the dank and the tropical kind of okay, the hazy part really isn't much in play here. Not a bad thing. If they didn't have it on a can, I wouldn't even speak about it. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. It's 8.5%, so it's a bigger beer. It's a double IPA versioning into that kind of Imperial triple IPA kind of range. It's nice. It's tasty. It's, like I said, new school, dashes of new school with a heaping helping of old school. Very much kind of like someone was making the quintessential old school plainy, two-hearted-ish kind of beers of the world, your West Coast-ish kind of Midwest IPAs, and kind of added a bit of East Coast with a bit of new school to it, but it's definitely more leaning old school than it is new school. Yeah, I like it. It's tasty. It's a bit more cohesive than the Space Lettuce for me. That was a bit very sweet on one end, a bit hoppy on the other, and it didn't kind of meld and mesh. It does here, but like I've said 19 times already, in a very old school kind of way. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better kind of double IPAs that I've had as of late? I wouldn't say on the outside, I wouldn't say on the inside, right on the edge there, but I've had better for myself. I like mine to definitely lean in that kind of new school realm. This one definitely goes a bit old school. At the same time, pretty tasty stuff. Value and availability, I had no idea. Monday Night Brewing, I know they hit distribution quite a bit, so somebody down there in the ATL, see, I'll go ATL instead of Hotlanta, how about that? Wants to chime in and let me know what's what, that would be awesome, and leave you with, if you like what, well, you like this. If you like the old school, you want a bit of that new school. If you like two-hearted, that kind of beer, but you wish it had a bit of new school East Coast tendencies, this is kind of where it's going to land. And a bit more drinkable package, too. It's definitely a more chuggable beer than two-hearted comes off. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers, type that into Google. Find me doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. Type that into Google. See me doing the podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little hazy 8.5% dank bomb right now. And hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.